A deadly virus outbreak on a Dutch cruise ship is raising concerns across the world. A rare strain of hantavirus known as the Andes virus has now been linked to multiple deaths and illnesses aboard the MV Hondius. And what makes this situation especially alarming is that the Andes strain is one of the only hantaviruses known to spread from human to human. According to the WHO, the first outbreak was reported recently on May 2nd. The ship is now carrying 147 passengers and crew during a long expedition voyage that began in Argentina. As of now, health officials have identified 8 cases linked to the outbreak. 3 of those cases were confirmed as hantavirus through laboratory testing, and 3 people have also died. Several others developed severe respiratory illness. 2 crew members and other close contact had to be medically evacuated from the ship. Now, as the vessel heads toward Tenerife in Spain, international health agencies are trying to understand one major question: how did this happen? To understand why this outbreak is making headlines around the world, we first need to understand what hantavirus actually is. Hantavirus is not a new virus. It has existed for decades and is mainly carried by rodents. According to the WHO, humans usually become infected after coming into contact with infected rodents' urine, saliva, or droppings. In many cases, people are exposed while cleaning rodent-infested spaces, breathing contaminated dust, or touching infected surfaces. The disease itself is considered rare, but when infections do occur, they can become extremely serious. One of the most dangerous forms of the illness is called hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, or HPS. It often begins with symptoms that look deceptively ordinary. Patients may first experience fever, chills, headaches, muscle pain, fatigue, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, or even stomach pain. At this stage, it can easily resemble the flu or food poisoning, but then in severe cases, the illness suddenly worsens. The lungs begin filling with fluid, patients develop breathing difficulty, low blood pressure, respiratory distress, and shock. And the condition can rapidly become life-threatening. According to WHO guidance, symptoms usually appear 2 to 4 weeks after exposure to the virus, but in some cases, symptoms may begin as early as 1 week after infection. Now, here is where this particular outbreak becomes far more concerning than a typical hantavirus case. Most hantaviruses do not spread from person to person. Normally, a human gets infected directly from rodents and the chain of transmission stops there. The Andes hantavirus, however, first identified in South America, is the only known hantavirus strain with documented human-to-human transmission. That means close contact with an infected person can potentially spread the disease further. And that possibility is exactly why authorities are taking this cruise ship outbreak so seriously. Cruise ships are already environments where infections can spread quickly. Passengers spend days or weeks in enclosed spaces together. So they share dining halls, elevators, lounges, and ventilation systems. And once a contagious illness appears on board, containment becomes much more difficult. Meanwhile, the WHO says investigations are still ongoing. Medical teams are isolating suspected cases, evacuating severely ill patients, and continuing laboratory analysis. Despite the alarming nature of the outbreak, the WHO currently says the overall global risk remains low, meaning this situation is very different from COVID-19, and that is a good news. Experts have long warned that close interactions between humans, wildlife, and changing environments increase the risk of zoonotic diseases. These are diseases that jump from animals to humans, and over the past few decades, the world has seen several examples of just how dangerous those spillover events can become. Viruses like Ebola, SARS, MERS, bird flu, and COVID-19 are all believed to have originated in animals before infecting humans. In many cases, scientists say factors like deforestation, urban expansion, climate change, and growing human activity near wildlife habitats increase the chance of human coming into contact with dangerous pathogens. As forests shrink and ecosystems change, animals carrying viruses are pushed closer to human populations. And once a virus crosses over crowded cities, International travel and global connectivity can allow outbreaks to spread much faster than before. Hantavirus itself has a long and deadly history. One of the most famous outbreaks happened in the United States in 1993 in an area known as the Four Corners region, where Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah meet. At the time, several young and otherwise healthy people suddenly developed severe breathing problems and rapidly died from respiratory failure. Doctors were initially confused because the illness seemed to appear out of nowhere. Investigators later discovered that infected deer mice in the region were carrying a hantavirus strain that had spread to humans through contaminated dust and rodent droppings. That outbreak led to the identification of hantavirus pulmonary syndrome or HPS, which is known as one of the deadliest forms of hantavirus infection. Then, in the 1990s and early 2000s, Argentina experienced outbreaks involving the Andes strain, the same strain now linked to the cruise ship outbreak. What shocked scientists at the time was evidence suggesting person to person transmission between close contacts and family members. That was extremely unusual because most hantaviruses do not spread between humans. Those outbreaks changed how scientists viewed the Andes virus completely. Even today, researchers continue studying why this particular strain behaves differently from other hantaviruses. Experts say outbreaks like these are reminders that many potentially dangerous viruses already exist in nature. Most never become global threats, but every once in a while a virus emerges under the right conditions, and that is why health agencies closely monitor even rare outbreaks like the one now unfolding aboard the MV Hondes. And while this outbreak may remain limited, it shows how quickly concern can spread when a rare virus appears in a crowded setting. At the moment, the WHO says there is no reason for public panic, but officials continue to monitor passengers, trace contacts, and study how transmission may have occurred on board the MV Hondias. And until investigators have all the answers, the outbreak remains under close international watch.